Hello everyone, welcome to Soumya's Diary. I am Soumya Ranjan Pati. Today we will discuss about the initiatives of Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying. So before starting discussion on today's topic, let me inform you that I have published podcast on the key initiatives of Department of Agriculture, key initiatives of NIC for agriculture sector, initiatives of Department of Fishery and Food Processing Industry. I have also created a playlist for all these because all these topics are coming under agriculture. So you can access all these podcasts by going to my YouTube channel and following the playlist. So before starting the initiatives, let's understand the importance of livestock in agriculture. Livestock are known as moving bank because at the time of distress, farmers can sell it. During normal time, farmers can obtain high quality, nutritious food like milk, egg, meat for one family. They can also sell it. Thus, they are helpful for nutritional security. They are also helpful for weed control. Thus, livestock have important role in sustainable agriculture. Their waste materials can be used as input for the farming. Thus, they are important component for integrated farming. Thus, livestock provide for food security, social security, and economic security. In this light, let's discuss about the major initiatives of Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying. So the first one is National Livestock Mission. It was launched in 2014-15 during the 12th plan. The key objectives include sustainable development of livestock sector, focusing on improving availability of quality feed and fodder. Then the next one is a risk coverage, effective extension and improved flow of credit. The mission has 4 submissions. Submission on livestock development, submission on pig development in Northeast region, submission on fodder and feed development, submission on skill development, technology transfer and extension. Then there is National Animal Disease Control Program for foot and mouth and brucellosis. So foot and mouth disease is globally recognized as priority disease for control and eradication by World Organization for Animal Health. Similarly, brucellosis is an economically important reproductive disease. It is a zoonotic disease, means it can be transmitted to human being. Thus, the scheme aims to reduce this disease. Then there is Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund. It has been created under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan stimulus package. It will provide incentives to farmer producer organizations, MSME, private sector companies to establish dairy processing and value addition infrastructure, meat processing and value addition infrastructure, animal feeding plant. Then Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying has been introduced a new component, that is interest subvention on working capital loans for dairying sector. This is one component under the scheme supporting dairy cooperatives and farmer producer organization engaged in the dairy activity. Then we have already discussed about Kisan Credit Card in our previous podcast. Concessional credit is given to the card holders. Animal husbandry and dairying farmers are included in it. Then for the development of and conservation of indigenous bovine breeds, we have Rashtriya Gokul Mission. It focuses on breed improvement by genetical makeup, enhancement of food production and productivity, arrange quality artificial insemination, service at the farmer's doorstep. Then the next scheme is Pasu Sanjeevani scheme. Under this scheme, animal identification and traceability is done using tags. A 12-digit animal unique identification number is assigned for record keeping in information network for animal productivity and health. Thus, it helps in tracking of animals, control of animal disease by tagging and targeting vaccination, scientific management of animals for better health and reproduction. We have National Program for Dairy Development. It focuses on creating infrastructure for quality milk production, procurement and marketing of milk and milk product. Then for value addition of dairy products and processing infrastructure, we have Dairy Processing and Infrastructure Development Fund. We also have a scheme called Central Cattle Breeding Farms. It was introduced by the Government of India in various agroclimatic zones between 1968 to 1976 under various 5-year plans. The main aim is to make available germplasm with high genetic potential for important indigenous and exotic cattle breeds like Holstein and Jersey. Then we have a nationwide artificial insemination program. All animals are covered under it. So we understood the importance of livestock, linked it to the concept of sustainable agriculture, integrated farming, and appreciated various schemes of Government of India. Hopefully, these schemes can be helpful in realizing sustainable development goal through proper implementation. So that's all for today. Meet you tomorrow with another topic. Thank you very much.